February 14th, 2026, a Ukrainian fiber optic drone is tracking a Russian soldier. Further south, in the Kerorn region, it encountered a drone attack while returning to another Russian soldier position. Another soldier thought he could hide from the drone by staying still. However, this did not work. It is impossible to hide from drones. This attack clearly demonstrates that. A drone patrolling abandoned areas detected a soldier hiding behind a wall and launched an attack. Another attempt to hide in the same style. The drone found a soldier hiding inside an abandoned building. Now let's look at the inner parts of the Donetsk region. A Ukrainian fiber optic drone operator is conducting reconnaissance in the area. Soon after, a lone Russian soldier was spotted wandering around the front line. The drone made a quick maneuver and headed towards the soldier. The Russian soldier no longer had enough time to escape. A Russian soldier riding an ATV, one of the most commonly used but most vulnerable vehicles on the front lines, became the target of a drone. Most Russian soldiers do not flee from drones. These attacks are the prime example of this. Soldiers who hear the sound of a drone remain unresponsive and do not move. This could be a reaction to panic, or it could be a tactic they have been taught. However, many soldiers have been in the same situation since the beginning of the war. Look at that soldier. He's so calm in front of the drone that he doesn't even care about the attack. What do you think is the reason for the soldier's reaction? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. You are about to witness how an experienced drone pilot detected a soldier. While conducting reconnaissance in a settlement where Russian soldiers were stationed in the Lyman region, the drone detected a Russian soldier despite moving at a high speed and immediately carried out a kamikaze attack. There it is. Did you see that? The drone operator spotted a Russian soldier. Now the soldier has no chance of escaping. ABM-21 Grad rocket system belonging to Russian forces in the Pokrovsk region was completely neutralized by a single drone. In the same region, the Ukrainian Signum battalion attacked numerous Russian military equipment and vehicles. Russian forces suffered significant losses from these attacks. The vulnerability of such valuable equipment to drones is noteworthy. At the same time, infantry units could not escape being targeted by drones. Drones have now taken complete control of the front lines. The war in the region is being fought almost exclusively with drones. 2 Russian soldiers taking a break under a tree to rest were caught by a drone like this. In addition to soldiers who show no reaction to drones, there are also soldiers who fight back. This is exactly what these attacks demonstrate. Russian soldiers are usually targeted by drones when they are moving around in pairs or alone. Moving around in groups makes them easier targets for drones. Did you see that the soldiers who saw the drones had no chance of escaping? Look closely. They don't even have time to raise their weapons. Russian forces failed to take any measures to protect their infantry against drones. However, there are mini signal jammers that soldiers can carry. But these offer no defense against fiber optic drones. They are also quite costly. Do you think there is any measure infantry can take to defend themselves against drones? The biggest obstacles to defense are cost and speed. While a single FPV drone costs $400 to $500, a laser system or smart interceptor capable of stopping it definitively costs thousands of dollars. A truck carrying soldiers and ammunition to the position in the darkness of night was attacked by drones. The soldiers managed to escape, but all the supplies remained in the vehicle. The second drone that arrived in the morning destroyed the vehicle along with all the supplies. The drone operator targeted the vehicle's fuel tank directly. A Ukrainian FPV drone is chasing a Russian soldier. The drone operator missed the first opportunity to attack. The soldier immediately ran to hide among the ruins. But this is still not a place where he can defend himself. The drone continuously searched for a suitable position to attack. The soldier tried to hide. Moreover, it appears he has no weapon, because he had many opportunities to fire at the drone, but did not do so. The drone operator lost sight of the soldier for a moment, but he managed to locate him again. The soldier, who had hidden in a narrow space, could not escape the drone attack. Two FPV drones that managed to infiltrate Russian positions in the Sumy region destroyed the Grad PC-3B missile launchers belonging to Russian forces. Ukrainian drone units dealt a heavy blow to the Russian army's intelligence and artillery guidance capabilities this week. Molnia and Zala Z-16 drones, among Russia's most valuable reconnaissance assets patrolling various points along the front line, were destroyed in mid-air by Ukraine's counter-drone systems. This is not merely a loss of equipment, it is the removal of the Russian military's visual capability on the battlefield. You can see the cost of these downed reconnaissance assets. These two Russian soldiers were spotted wandering around the Bakmoot region, unaware of what was about to happen. They were tracked for a while by a Ukrainian FPV drone. While tracking them, an FPV drone was sent to attack. The reason for not attacking earlier was to detect any secret hiding places or shelters. They still couldn't see the drone tracking them because it was tracking them from quite a distance. When they entered a ruined building to hide, a bomb-laden drone launched an attack. Two soldiers did not survive. The Ukrainian 3rd Assault Brigade is conducting a comprehensive operation in the Pokrovsk region that is crippling the Russian army's operational capabilities. This operation aims not only at physical destruction, but also at severing the connections between Russian units. Russian infantry, armored vehicles, and ammunition stocks stationed in the region are being systematically targeted by drones, with the most critical blows being dealt to military communication systems. Drones penetrating deep into Pokrovsk are destroying supply vehicles on the roads, leaving Russian soldiers on the front lines without ammunition or command. As of February 2026, Russian FPV ambush points, one of the most dangerous elements on the front line, are being systematically cleared by Ukraine's Hunter Scout drones. Russian operators lie in wait by pre-deploying these small but deadly drones along the routes used by Ukrainian soldiers and vehicles. However, Ukraine's thermal and high-resolution scanning drones detect these ambushes before the attack even begins. As you can see in the footage, small bombs drop directly onto the detected FPV drones, blow up the ambush device and surrounding ammunition within seconds. The most notable success in these operations is avoiding a drone-for-drone exchange. Instead of sacrificing its own FPV drones to destroy Russian drones lying in wait, Ukraine is using heavy drones, Mavic or Baba Yaga variants, that can hover overhead and drop munitions multiple times. This method neutralizes Russia's $1,000 to $1,500 ready-to-use drones lying in ambush with just a few dollars worth of simple explosives. According to reports from February 9th, 2026, Ukraine has managed to destroy nearly 6,000 Russian FPV drones in Rostov and surrounding depots before they even took off using this type of precision strike. Russia's recently developed ambush UAV doctrine is being neutralized thanks to Ukraine's countermeasures. By mid-February, Ukraine was no longer merely defending itself. It was targeting Russia's deep logistics network with drone technology and precision munitions. While Russia attempted to make small advances in the Donbas region with numerical superiority, Ukraine's counterattacks increased the price the Russian army paid for this advance with each passing day. In particular, Ukraine's strategic drone strikes on oil refineries and ammunition depots within Russia, such as Kotlubin and Ukhta, are seriously disrupting the fuel and ammunition supply of Russian troops at the front. Ukraine, taking advantage of the shutdown of Starlink terminals on the Russian side, launched local but highly effective counterattacks in this region. Russia is struggling to maintain its defensive positions along the Dobropilya and Huliaipol line. Despite losing thousands of soldiers and hundreds of vehicles, Russia continues to use the same logistical routes. Do you think this is strategic stubbornness, or is it a sign that the Russian command has still not developed a real alternative to drone warfare?